welcome, Shion. Hello. I don't know why, but my connection is pretty spotty today, so if I drop frames, I apologize. But hello everyone, it's good to see you guys. As you can see, I have some beautiful new babies today. Wow, they're actually acclimating so well right now. Wow, you can okay, you can actually see the size difference really well. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Sorry, I'm just I keep looking over at them. I feel like, I don't know. I actually feel like a parent. Like if I look away for 1 second, they'll just go running away. Maybe move over a little bit. Maybe like here. Wow. So, does anyone know what species of tetra these are? Quiz time. So, the neon tetras, the ones with the red tails, those are the ones that I've had for a while. Those are the ones that flew with me to California. And they're like pretty old now. They're almost a year old. And then the tiny ones are the new ones. Oh my god, they're looking straight into the camera. That's so cute. So if you notice, the new ones don't have the red tail. Yes, this is a live tank cam. Maybe I can stick my fingers in front of the webcam. Hello. Wow, but they're like already schooling together. They're just hanging out. Like they got acclimated so well. No fighting yet. I thought honestly there might be a problem, cause right now all of my neon tetras are males. So I thought maybe there would be like some sort of aggression. Coach's blue tetra. I have not heard of that species. But incorrect. These are green neon tetras. Was it intentional to get fish the same color as you? It's actually a complete coincidence, but maybe that influenced the decision a little bit. No females to fight over. So the new green ones, I think there are 2 females. I don't know, let's see. I think that one that just swam, the one on the screen right now, that one's a female, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, wow, they look so good schooling together. And I believe this is like max capacity for my tank now. They are tiny, but they need a lot of space. Yeah, they're super active right now. It must be nice to not be in a shaky car. Cause it was like a 30-minute drive home from the fish store. This is a 10-gallon tank. Yeah, so plenty of room, and I guess 11 fish now. And 2 shrimp. I don't know, maybe that's too much capacity. I completely forgot about my shrimp when I put it in the calculator. But this was like 80-something% for the capacity, so I think it should be okay. Are the shrimps hiding? Where are my shrimps? Huh. I think they're in the corner that's like not visible on the camera. But they really like the log of driftwood, so they'll be hanging out there soon. Maybe they're just camera shy. What type of shrimp? Amano shrimp. Like, I don't know whether to like look at my webcam display on stream or if I should be looking in real life. It's like when you go to an event or something and you're taking a video and you watch it through your phone instead of actually watching it in real life. But yeah, my shrimps are huge now. Where did they go? I'm trying to look for them. Oh, they love swimming in front of the camera. I'm gonna look for my shrimp, one sec. Oh my god, I see it. I think it's behind the chat. Do you guys see it? It's on top of the Spotify thing. Oh, now it's behind the Spotify thing. Hold on. It's under that first leaf, under chat. It's hanging upside down right now. I don't know where the other one is. You know, I'm always so scared because the shrimps can survive out of water. I'm always scared that they'll just like come out of the tank. And like they'll just be crawling on my desk. But yeah, they'll hang out on the log soon. Are you playing your moon playlist? No, I'm playing a different playlist. This one. Huh, yeah, I wonder where they are. The other one, at least. I don't know. They really like hanging out under the leaves, though. Wow. They look so good when they're schooling together. But yeah, um, I had coffee with one of my friends, and like right next to the coffee shop is the like aquarium shop I always go to. So I was like, okay, it's finally time to pick up some new babies, cause so I used to have 6 neon tetras, but one of them sadly passed away. I mean, they lived a like really long life already. Cause I think they're only supposed to live a year, but it's like almost a year, so they had a good life. Oh god. Okay, I have no idea what just happened, but I think we're back. It should be fine now. For some reason, my Ethernet got disconnected. Oh, there's the shrimp. My Ethernet got disconnected and it switched to Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi sucks. So yeah. Okay, I want to look for the other shrimp because I'm like scared that it's like out now. I think I see it in the... Okay, it's under the leaf, so we're good. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I should get rid of some of the watermarks outside. Oh my god. It's so weird to see the shrimp actually swimming around. So, when I got the shrimp, I think they were smaller than the green neons that I have now. So yeah, they maybe like quadrupled in size. Oh my god, what are you eating? Is that like a melted leaf thing? But wow, they're actually exploring around. You can kind of see the other shrimp. Amana shrimp grow pretty large. I actually had no idea when I got them. I was just like, maybe shrimp will help with the algae. They do not. Maybe a little bit, but yeah. But wow, they look so good schooling together. I'm also like so happy they get along with the other neons. I mean, of course they would. They're the same species after all, but like... Wow. How often do you have to clean the tank by hand? So I have a magnetic algae scrubber. So it like, oh my god, what is... A shrimp is like kicking stuff off of the filter, all the like dead roots and stuff. So, I have to do water changes, but like other than that, I don't like, I actually should clean the outside of it. Okay, let me wipe it down real quick. Okay, there we go. There were like water droplet marks. I actually didn't even see them at first until I pointed the camera at it. Wow, it actually looks so good though. Shrimp are learning to breathe air. That's actually scary. So actually, I got a water stone. But I think I need a separate air pump for that. So I need to go ahead and get another air pump. I just hope it won't be too loud if I get a second air pump. But I want like a bubble column. I feel like it'll remind me of Minecraft. But yeah, the tank's really coming along. The Anubius is doing really well. Ew. My other plants are all dead, but it's okay, I'm keeping the Anubius alive. Their roots are actually getting very long, I should trim them. But yeah. They're hanging out. Why is the shrimp just sitting there? Yeah, I'm just glad the green neons aren't scared of the shrimp at least, because the shrimp are very, very big compared to them. Yeah, he's just chilling. Oh wow, it's like, it's a whole ecosystem in there now. I can't wait to... Wait, do I have to wait to feed them? I forgot. Yeah, that's true. I am doing the same thing, so... But yeah. What should we talk about? What have I been thinking about lately? Maybe my album? So, I took on some extra commissions because I am stupid. But yeah, the commissions are a bit distracting from the album, I will say. But they're also like opportunities that are hard to I guess pass up, cause they're just like, I don't know, you can't really say no to these clients. Yes, you are. Yeah, I am getting distracted from the goal, which is my album. But I'm gonna try and really lock in next week. Well, I have to get a demo in for a commission next week, but once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna really focus on my album. I wanna try and maybe like record one song next week. Or maybe over this weekend. I might have to work this weekend. crazy that we are getting an AMV with Lone Wolf? Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Yeah. The music video is almost done. I think, Samus is getting me a final draft sometime this week. So yeah, it'll be like really, really soon. Make sure to get fresh air. I just went out today. So I'll be fine for the next week. I only need to go out once a day. What's the best way to make sure you just keep writing music? So, I was talking about this with my friend today. But I think I have a clear distinction between writing songs and making music. Like, the two are different activities for me. Like, sure, they both take place in FL Studio. And yes, I compose in order to achieve both things. But like, writing songs for me it's a way to express myself, whereas making music, like quote unquote making music, is not. I am not expressing myself. Like, in the end, I will achieve something that sounds cool, which is great, but the two are different activities. But anyways, that doesn't answer your question. I think you should have a goal in mind. I think that really helps. My goal is to tell a story, at least with my album. And or I guess my goal right now, like short-term goal, is to get the album out. But yeah. And with the album, I want to tell a story. So this is probably more for like people who are like well into their music writing careers. I think it's important to have those like long-term goals, because like at first it can just be simple, like, oh, I just want to practice this, or I just want to like make things that sound cool, and that's like fine early stage. But in the mid stage you should like focus on improving, or like, oh, I want to release with so and so, I want to collab with so and so. Like, those are great goals to have as well. And then long term, once you've accomplished all of that, which I think I've exhausted all of my midterm goals. I think then you can start to think about like your purpose of composing. And this is really cheesy, but after I watched the Miku, like, Project Sekai movie, I thought a lot about like why I write music. And I feel silly comparing my life to someone else's, like a fictional character's, but I think I'm a lot like Kanade, where I want to save someone with my music, and if it's one person, it's okay. Like, as long as I can save someone. But like, what do I mean by that? I don't even know what I mean by that. I just want my music to like touch someone and like help them in some way. I'm not exactly sure how. Yeah. I want to save a life with Lone Wolf, basically. Maybe that life is my own. But yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I'll do if I ever like quote unquote reach that goal. Also, the bottom of my Spotify is showing. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Inspired a ton of people already with your music. But I want to save someone, you know? Like, I want someone to have, like, zero... Like, I want someone to be, like, emotionally unable to express themselves, and then after listening to Lone Wolf, or I guess watching Lone Wolf, because of the music video, I want them to, like, find their outlet. And if I can just get, like, one person to find their outlet through my music, then I think my purpose is fulfilled. Yes, I am Kanade. But, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if that's, like, my ultimate goal. I think it's at least my second goal. But I do think my purpose in life is to compose. She wants to fix me. Yes, I can fix them. I can fix everyone. Yeah. And I think this shift is really important for me because I feel like all my life, or so I started writing music in 2013? No, 2014. 2014. It's my 11th year this year. I started writing music in 2014. And I want to say from 2014 to 2017, I was just like doing it for fun. I was just like, I guess learning, but not for the sake of anything, just like for the sake of learning and like improving, I guess. And I think my turning point back then was maybe Mabaroshi in 2018. Or is that 2017? I don't know. But Hyper Potions was, I guess, one person. One person that I looked up to for a long time. And or I guess back then it was only like a few years, but like their music is like what got me to like get into music production in general. So being able to work with them, I think, was a turning point. I was like, wow, I can actually like work with cool people and I can like make cool things with them. So like I think from 2018 onwards, I was just like trying to score cool projects. Of course, I was still writing music on my own as well. But I think a lot of that slowed down after Fairy Tale. I only released like a few songs out of my, like, that were just like true self-releases. I think I can name them. Maybe it's like Quantum, Sky Blue, Vivid Velocity, Cyanotype. I don't know. It's not a lot though. It's like enough to count. But I want to say those weren't fully me expressing myself. Those weren't telling a story. They were just songs meant to be bangers. And of course, there's still like some meaning behind the lyrics and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it wasn't 100% me expressing myself, whereas Lone Wolf is. So yeah, I think this year is a true turning point for me because I'm sick and tired of working on commissions. I don't want to write music for other people anymore, or I don't want to make music for other people. I want to write songs for myself. I feel like I talk about this a lot. Yeah, actually a lot of people say that crotchety. Like, they like come to my shows even, or just like see my streams sometimes. And they're like, oh, this person makes cool music. And then they search their Spotify playlist and they're like, oh my god, this person made Mabaroshi, or oh my god, this person made Akiba. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Did you say that you had inhibitions while writing your music before? I feel like I wasn't writing music before. I feel like I was just making things that don't mean anything. Like, sure, they sound good and they're cool and they're bangers. But they don't have expression. So that's something I want to change. Making stuff for the sake of it is refreshing? No, it's not. It's actually so boring. So I want to stop doing that. How do you make the sudden move to California? I know it's a bit personal, but I leave for Musicians Institute in the fall. So, as a lot of you know, I don't go to college. I'm a college dropout. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know. So, I originally moved out when I was 20. Basically, as soon as COVID was like dying down. So 2021, right? 2021. I moved to Boston for college, and then I dropped out after a month. But so after I dropped out, I just stayed there because, you know, I already moved. My lease was still going on. And then I moved again, like within Massachusetts. And I don't know how much I should say. Because a lot of it is pretty personal. But basically, I had an opportunity to move here to the Bay Area. And I had some friends that I would be like in close proximity to. So I made the move. Yeah. I made the move and then I lived here for a year. And so at the end of my lease, which was 13 months, my landlord was raising the rent. So that was one reason. I wasn't very close with my friends anymore. That is reason number 2. And then reason number 3, probably the most important reason, is my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer. So I moved back home to like help her with stuff because she had to quit her job and go to all these appointments, and she doesn't speak any English. So I took her to all the hospitals. Yeah. Basically drove her everywhere because a lot of the times after radiation she would be pretty exhausted and didn't want to drive herself, so yeah. I drove her around places. A very good opportunity to reconnect with my family because I was not very close with them before, so in a way it's like I'm glad it happened. She made a full recovery, so I guess I can say that. And we're close again, and it brought the family closer together. So after my mom made the full recovery, I got offered to stay here where I am currently. For basically like free. Like, they don't charge me rent. Yes. A lot of the tech bros here have infinite money, so so I don't get charged rent, or not a lot at least. It's actually like less than what my parents were charging me for living there. But so yeah, I had the opportunity to move here. I urgently declined because I was comfortable in Georgia. I was like very comfortable, you know, and I don't really go out much anyways, so it's like it was fine. Like, I didn't really care. Thank you, membership, Warren. Happy 27 months. Thank you. But yeah, I didn't really go out much, so it's like whatever. I don't like, it doesn't matter where I live. All my friends are online, and yeah, all I do is like work from home anyways, so it doesn't, like, it actually does not matter where I live. I'm not locked down from work. I'm not locked down from like social things. But that was also like what compelled me to move. I'm not locked down from work. I can literally work anywhere. So, after my trip to Japan in the fall for M3, I was talking to some of the Annie Clover people, and they were like, hey, you remember that room that opened up? So it's opening back up again because the person that used to live here is signed off on a lease for a new house. So I was like, I'm pretty close with these people now. What if I just move? Like, my mom's all better. There's like things to do here, shows to play here, and whatnot. So I moved. I packed up all my stuff, grabbed my fishies, and I moved here. And there were a lot of stuff that I had to leave behind, of course. My car. That's like the main thing. Yeah. I like how proactive you are in helping your mom. Thank you. I mean, it's what you do for family. And they kind of only have me, so yeah, I'm an only child. EST time zone especially, yes. I do really miss EST time zone. I'm actually not kidding when I say that. I don't know. I just feel off living in PST. I never feel like truly at peace, you know? I don't know. Must be tiring. Maybe a bit. Like, sure, there were times when, you know, I didn't want to drive my parents, and I just wanted to like stay home because I was tired or like have a deadline or whatever. Yeah, I wasn't the perfect child. But yeah, I'm just glad she's fully recovered. Thank you, modern medicine, for solving triple negative breast cancer. PSC is kind of lonely since everyone goes to sleep early. That's what I feel, honestly. But yeah, anyways, to answer your question, EJ, especially because you're still here, there are things you may have to leave behind. Those can be like people, or they can be like actual objects. But pack light. You can always buy stuff. And in terms of like meeting new people once you get there, meeting new people is hard. But technically, you just need to make one extroverted friend, and you suddenly have 10 friends. It's actually that easy. You just befriend someone that has a lot of friends. Usually people with a lot of friends are willing to befriend more friends. So yeah. I lucked out. My new roommate, she is an extrovert. So through her I was able to make some new friends. So thank you if you're watching. I doubt you're watching. She's on a trip right now. Yeah, but if you're introverted like me, you just gotta like join an extrovert's orbit. And extroverts, the one thing they love is they love collecting introverts. So just do that and you'll be golden. Yeah. As an only child, after translating, recently made a full recovery. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, translating was a thing I had to do a lot. I think I've called Comcast maybe 30 times in my lifetime before I turned 18. Every time the internet, like there was some problem with it or whatever, cable. Well, I didn't have cable for very long. But like any Comcast issue before, back in the day when there was no AI chatbot to like help you solve your problem, you had to actually call a real person. So I spent a lot of my childhood doing that. It was always really funny. They're like, I picked up the phone and they would be like, "Hi, can you put your mom on the phone?" And I was like, "No, she doesn't speak English. You have to talk to me." Yeah. Spend most of my time practicing guitar and trying to mimic your music using my tiny fingers. Well, I'm flattered. But yeah, if you have like hobbies you can do in your room, then like you can really be anywhere and it's fine. So go to a place with a lot of opportunities. Go to a place where have the ability to make new friends and whatnot. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'm getting old. I should probably think about marriage sometime soon, so that is also a reason why I have made the move. I don't want to get married to just some random person I find in Georgia, you know? Sorry to my Georgia friends. 24 ain't old, my parents got married in their 30s, but if you think about it, if I meet someone now, if I befriend them today, then if I'm friends with them for a year, then oh, maybe we can think about dating. And then I want to date for at least like 2 years or something before I think about marriage. So that's already a minimum of 3 years, and that's 27, which is the year, or my dad was 27 when he had me. So wait, is that right? That seems early. I think he was 27 when he got married. So yeah. Good luck finding someone. It's not a priority. But I should at least like keep it on the mind. I can't stay single forever. Telling me I can't find a partner in the ATL. Well, I have unrealistic standards. I was also talking about this today, but I think I wanna, like, my partner should be someone who thinks of me as their number 2 priority. And this is very important because I have dated people in the past who thought of me as their number 1 priority. But unfortunately, because of my purpose in life, I am unable to think of anyone as more than what music is for me. So music will always be my number 1 priority, and a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people don't have a purpose in life. So they choose someone that they think is pretty, and they make them their number 1 priority in life. Which is fine, like that's awesome. But I can't be with someone like that. I think the imbalance is too much. There will be jealousy. I know, like, there are many different men who tell me it can work. But I need someone with a purpose in life. And if that purpose is artistic, then even better. But artists don't make money. So that is a problem. It's okay. I'll just hit platinum, 10x platinum with Lone Wolf, and I'll be the breadwinner of the family. Not right now, Zane. Good to see you here though, Shion. Yeah. Noticed at a jazz club last night after a gig. Pretty but no soul in the relationship. There are tons of pretty people. There are very, very many pretty people in the world. That's not hard to find. But someone with a purpose and someone who isn't willing to give up that purpose for a pretty person, that is rare. Is it a valid purpose to reach Imperial? No. Because I feel like that's attainable. I feel like a purpose should be indefinite. I feel like it should constantly be your goal. And like, you should think it's the reason you're placed on the planet. At least that's how I think about music. Yeah. Be on your mind, your goal, purpose. Yeah, I'm not thinking about music like literally 24/7, right? But it's something I think about every day at least. And it's more than just my job. It's like I said, it's my purpose. Like, I really, like, if I suddenly went deaf and like I lost all my fingers or something and I was just like unable to write music, Like, sure, I could do that thing Beethoven did, bite on the stick and like hear things through my middle ear, but I think I would rather just not exist. Don't think about it. This is something you have to think about when you have a purpose. Yeah, it's probably like basically well, I feel like I would find a way to make it work no matter what happened. But if I'm ever unable to write music or I lose my purpose of writing music, I think I would just be dead. Yeah, I feel like I would just be an empty shell. But like, of course, there are still things to enjoy in life, and I'm not saying like if you don't have a purpose that like you should just stop existing. But that's not what I'm trying to say. There are many things to experience and enjoy in life, including my music, so pre-save Lone Wolf now. But I feel like it's a little bit different for me. So yeah. Isn't just spell looks for me. Yeah. I agree, but if there's one thing that looks correlate to, like appearance correlates to in a person, it's confidence. So generally speaking, like 99% of the time, ugly people aren't gonna be confident. And if they are, honestly, like the confidence adds like 2 or 3 points or whatever on the scale. I think confidence is the most attractive thing you can wear. I was so surprised because all the fish like just swam up to me and all I saw on the screen was the shrimp. But yeah. How do you even find the purpose? I think genuinely I was born with it. Like, I don't think it's something you can necessarily find. Oh, I don't think it's something everyone can find, at least. Cause like, everything in my life has kind of brought me to where I am now. So like, I don't know, what do you call it? Butterfly effect or whatever, but yeah. I think my purpose was assigned at birth. I'm AMAB, assigned musician at birth. Yeah. Yes, there are fish in the fish tank. See ya, yummy. But yeah, I think finding your purpose is important. If you haven't found it, you should enjoy life to the fullest still. I feel like if you haven't found your purpose, you should exist in order to facilitate other people's purposes. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I basically have no idea what I'm talking about. AFLAB, assigned FL Studio at birth. Takes a lot of time to find one. I don't know, I guess I can't relate. Like, I was just, I don't know, I like basically got locked into this job skill tree or whatever. How did you have the courage to move on as a producer? I think my biggest hurdle was in late 2018. My hard drive got wiped. I was reinstalling Windows and stuff. Like, I got a brand new external hard drive. In order to do that, brand new, no signs of anything on it, and I moved everything on there, reinstalled Windows, and when I plug it back in, there's nothing in the hard drive. Everything got wiped, and it's not a user error, it was actually a defect. So I was distraught from this. Everything I worked on, my first album got destroyed. It never made it out. The only two songs that like basically survived were Lunar and Stellar, and that's why those exist. But yeah, get cloud storage if you haven't already. And make frequent backups of everything. But yeah, that was my biggest hurdle. After that, like that was when I like seriously considered quitting. Like, I was just really thinking like, maybe this isn't for me after all. Especially because I was still set on going to an actual college and study STEM, but I'm very glad I didn't make that choice. Actually, everything in my life told me I should go into STEM. I got a perfect ACT score on math. And no, I was like many levels ahead on math compared to my class. And I'm just like, I was very good at math. And it would have been very easy to get a cushy job as like some statistician or whatever. But my senior year, I told my parents, I was like, I want to do music for a lifetime, and I want to go to school for music. And so I did. 3 backups, 2 methods, 1 in a different way. That's probably smart, but I'll trust Dropbox, I guess. Did you take it to data recovery? Yes, I did. And they told me because it wasn't, like, I just deleted it. It actually just got, like, hardware wiped for some reason. It was, like, going to be extremely expensive. They have to, like, ship it back to headquarters or whatever. And it was gonna be, like, $1,000. And I was like, I don't think it's worth that much. Also, I should learn to start on my own. So yeah. Hey, there's the other shrimp. We could have gotten more of Lunar Stellar, yes. There were 8 songs planned for that album. And yeah, only 2 of them made it out. Yeah, 1K. And like, I took it to 2 different places as well, and like, they all said the same thing, so. And I trust Micro Center to not give me a bad deal. But yeah, back your files up. I think someone asked earlier, how did you have the courage to move on as a producer? Wait, that's what I was answering, right? My hurdle. So after that hurdle, after that hurdle, I luckily had amazing friends who like hooked me up with samples and stuff. I guess that's technically illegal. um, they hooked me up with sample websites and I purchased them legally. And yeah, basically everything I own now is legal, but yeah, they got me hooked up with some samples and some presets they made. And I think the first song I wrote after the incident was Travel. So it was either Travel or Waltz Capriccio. But anyways, Waltz Capriccio is basically like second. And second if not first. And that song is feeding me right now. It is insanely popular for I don't know why. It's a very simple song, but it somehow like caught the algorithm and it's doing really well on Spotify and it's feeding me. So if anything, that is the silver lining or like reassurance that I made the right choice. Stellar was your first Synthie song. Wow, that's a crazy one. I feel like a lot of people can't say that. Stellar is one of my babies. I really, really like that song. One quick question as well, should I release music as I go on or wait until I'm better at producing? Oh my god, don't let anyone tell you you should wait. Release everything. I feel like that's the only way you improve, is like, even if no one listens to the song, at least you can say it's finished. You will never open the project again and change it, right? Well, I guess, like, nowadays people have the ability to like update the song on Spotify or whatever. That's a whole nother can of worms. I have a lot to say about that. But yeah, if you release music, you will mentally, you will think about where the stopping point is. You will think about like just like when to call a song done, because I feel like that's a lot of what a lot of people struggle with, is like they never release music because they think there's more to be done, but you need to stop at some point. And releasing music helps you find that. So yeah, you should release everything. I'm very glad I wasn't shy about that. Well, I was just a stupid 13-year-old that didn't know any better than posting bad stuff to SoundCloud. Really held back by people's opinions. That's something you'll have to face. Honestly, that's something I struggle with now as well. I'm really bad with, like, negative comments, I guess. Which is honestly hard to think about considering, like, how much I've grown. But they bother me just as much as when I started, if not more. I have many projects in the works that I plan to finish by the end of the year, but yeah, I was very conflicted if I should just release some things beforehand. Yes. release things. I don't know, it's just nice to like upload something and then listen back on it and say like, yeah, I made that. Thank you, membership Nagato. I know you've been here longer than a month, but happy 1 month. Thank you. Yeah, I started making music at 13. Or, yeah, making music. I started writing songs at 23. Yes, both streams are here. They're making out on the log right now. Oh my god, it's a party! Everyone's in the frame. It's so funny, you can see like the poop inside their system. It's actually so gross, actually. Is piano the first instrument? No, the first instrument I ever learned was violin. Which doesn't make sense considering my mom is a piano teacher. But, the story my mom always told me was, she would try to teach me when I was like 4 and 5 or whatever. But I would not listen because she was my mom. So when I turned like 6, she got me like a separate piano teacher who made me cry after every lesson. So I don't miss that at all. And I took piano lessons on and off basically since then, but a lot of what I know now is self-taught. Yeah. You ever wonder what they're digging so hard at on the log? Like, I wonder like if there's like microscopic algae on the log that they're like eating or whatever. The pain put on your daughter was not worth it. I think I was just misbehaving. Am I able to get feedback from you on my songs when I'm ready to produce? I'm gonna say no. And I promise, you may think so, but it is not because I hate you. It is because if I said yes to you, I would have to listen to 1,000 songs a day. I really wish I could give feedback to everyone, but I also don't think my feedback is very valuable. I'm way too picky. But I don't know, maybe that's good. I'm like picky, but at the same time, I think you should just do whatever you want. They're eating Microsoft programs. Yes, they're writing Excel spreadsheets right now. Thank you, Karamiru. I'm really happy with how it's coming along. I do wish I could get a carpeting plant to really take off, but unfortunately, I haven't had much luck with carpeting plants. I've tried 2 now. Wait, no, I've only tried 1. The Monte Cristo or whatever. My pinky hurts when I play piano. Can I learn without using pinky? Unfortunately, no. The pinky is essential. You need strong pinkies to play like basically any instrument, except maybe drums. God, it's so cute when they look directly into the camera. Been watching specifically your memory garden creation stream and contrasting you. Yeah, I have mellowed out. I'm basically just old now. I'm a grandma. I'm playing Yahtzee at the retirement home. You can have a weak pinky and play theremin. Well, yeah, maybe not piano, but maybe you'll have more luck at theremin. She old. Please don't call me that. Yeah, I think I have just mellowed out a lot as a person. I think it's good. I think I was trying too hard to be someone I wasn't what I wasn't was. I was about to say I wasn't was. I was trying too hard to be someone that I wasn't. Yeah. Yahtzee is fire. I love Yahtzee. Even I felt that way watching the VOD, yeah. I've grown a lot as a person. Basically, like any VOD with my old model, I don't think I was truly myself. And I think that's something I'm realizing a lot nowadays. Is like, I swung too far. So, okay. Shion at birth was not the person that I am now. And then Shion at 18 was trying too hard to be someone that wasn't me. And now I'm like, I overshot it and now I'm like evening out now. And I'm like finally zeroing in on who I am. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I'll look back in 2 years from now and I'll be like, dang, Shion at 24 was annoying as hell. Never seen the shrimp live? Yeah, they're hanging out right now. Oh, both of them are still in the frame. Nice. But yeah, I think... I guess it was like a few months before I turned 24. It's like when I kind of realized like I'm actually doing the things I want to do now, and I'm like, I don't know if that's not a true representation of me, then I don't know what is. The fish on your desk, not anymore. They're on a different desk now, but it is right next to my desk. Which is nice, because when I play rhythm games on my desk, it shakes the desk a lot, so I'm glad they're not on the same platform. Are you playing the soothing music to them too? I can, but you would hear it through my mic. This is your playlist? Yeah. I will post it in chat again. Oh wait, I gotta copy it again. I should add more songs though. Brought myself down deep because I kept comparing myself to other producers. That is very common. It's actually so common that there's a name for it. It's called imposter syndrome. Wow, thank you, Gifted Nom. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, comparing yourself is common. And I think comparing yourself is good, even. Is that a hot take? I wonder. But, how else would you improve if you didn't compare yourself, right? That's my philosophy, at least. So don't feel bad about it. Just try not to get too down about it. It hurts you. Okay, we should fix that. We should turn it into something constructive. So, when you think, wow, that person's song is so much better than mine, you should think, I need to beat them. Maybe that's not healthy, but if you can feel that into rivalry instead, where it's like, you're no longer upset that that person is better than you, but instead you're like, wow, I could learn from this. I could do what they're doing and apply that to my music. I think that's where I improved a lot, was like, I never thought about stuff as like, I'm jealous of this person or whatever. I was just, how do you say it? I guess I can talk about like the period of the period of time where I improved the most in music. I think it was from 2016 to 2018 when I sat down and transcribed anime songs. I heard a song in an anime that I liked, looked up sheet music, and I was like, there's no sheet music for this, but I want to play this on the piano. So I just learned it. I like figured out the chords and learned it. And I thought to myself, I was like, what does this song do that I like? Like, why do these chords sound better than mine? And through that, I discovered tons of new chord progressions and just like cadences. And I guess there's always stuff to learn, is something you have to remember as well. Like, even now, I've been producing for 11 years. I still learn. I still learn from things. I'll hear a song from like 2010 and I'll be like, wow, I could learn from this. There's just infinitely many combinations of chords and rhythms and just everything. There's always stuff to learn. And unlocking those tools in your brain just gets you one step closer to expressing yourself using those tools. It's like when you're a kid, you know the words, the apple is red. Or like, maybe you think like, the sky is pretty. And that's like all you can say as a kid. Or maybe all you see, or all you can say is, sky, pretty. And then you unlock like real sentence structure, and that's like when thoughts become sentences. And you can say, the sky is pretty. And then you hear someone use the word like beautiful. And you're like, wow, that's a nice word. And you can apply that to your sentence. The sky is beautiful. And then as you grow older and older, there's still like, not infinitely many, but like you'll never learn every word in the English like I almost said alphabet. English dictionary. You'll never learn every single word. So you'll always constantly be learning new words. And it's one thing to like bury your face in a dictionary or like a YouTube tutorial, right? And just learn all of these new words. But it doesn't matter unless you hear it in context, right? So the example sentences or something. But if you hear a song you really like, or if you hear someone say a sentence you really like, and you're like, wow, that adjective describes that so clearly, and then you learn that adjective and you start using it. I don't know, does that make any sense? I guess in other words, you start off with like red, blue, and green. And that's the only colors you have. Or sure, we can do subtractive. Cyan, magenta, and whatever. Cyan, magenta, yellow, right? Cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Those are the only 4 colors you have. And then, like, you see red for the first time and you're like, oh my god, I can just make red. And you start making red. And now you can use red and everything. It's like just unlocking things, you know? It's like learning a language. Yeah, like pretty much this applies to anything you learn. Even like, I don't know, what's the furthest thing removed from like composing? Like, okay. I don't know, making a house in Minecraft, right? Everyone's first house is a dirt cube, right? With the door on it. And then you see windows and you're like, wow, I can add windows to my dirt cube. And then you see someone use like wooden planks and it's like, oh, I can use wooden planks. And then, oh, I can use like wooden logs to do the corners and stuff, and then like stairs, and I can add a second story, whatever. But you see all of these inspirations and then you apply it to your own. Yours had a door? Otherwise the zombies are getting in, right? Streamer, is there ever any case where the Mad Joker could be even remotely useful? Let me look up what that does. Mad Joker Quattro. The 2-pair. I've picked this up during like Full House builds, but anyways, that I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, everything you pick up along the way can be used. Like, even if you hear just like a random concept in like an idol song or whatever. Honestly, idol songs have too much going on that are useful, that is useful. So it's like, I don't know, you hear a rhythm in some country song and you're like, wait, that kind of goes. And you apply that rhythm in your own music. What's the craziest place I've taken knowledge from? Okay. A few months ago actually, I remember this because I made a playlist of songs that had this one specific key change. I could only find 2. But it was a song by Bikomachi, the Oshinoko idol group. So they got a new song in 2DX, and I was like, huh, wait, that chord progression is actually kind of crazy. And I just thought about it, and I was like, wait, this I've heard this somewhere else. And oh, what was the other song? Let me find it. Playlists. Very specific key change I need to study. Yes, it was... What does it say? Bokura kanzen muteki no aidoru. Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It was that. A Metro Muse song called Fua Fua Soniku, like Fua Fua Sonic, and Umapyoi Densatsu. They all have that specific key change, and I remember this because that was when I was going to Japan for New Year's. I downloaded that playlist, and I studied it on the plane. I was just thinking like, how do I make this? So it how do I apply this? And I like studied it. And I don't think I ever used it, but it's now I have that in my arsenal of tools and I can use that when I need to. What was the key change? Hold on, it's in my notebook. Let me grab it real quick. Let's see. So for Kanzen Muteki no Aidoru, it starts off. Oh wait, how does it go? It's like dan dan da da dan 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 da da dan. It's like just one chord at a time, and then it switches to like the main hook thing, and it's in the key of D. So it's in D major in the beginning, and suddenly at the verse it goes D minor. Everything's in D minor for the first half of the verse, and then the second half of the verse goes D major. So it's like flip-flopping between the relative minor and major. Can we like listen to this right now? Is this allowed? So here, I'll... It's right here, right? It's this song. So E minor, E minor, E minor, D minor, E minor. And then now it's D major, right? So it's flip-flopping between D minor and D major. So this is D major, and the verse is gonna start D minor, D major. So crazy. And then D minor again, D major. So it does that. And then the pre-chorus is... So even the pre-chorus has a weird chord in it. It goes... Actually, I have never tested this on the actual piano. So... And then I wrote down G minor 6 over B flat, so... Yeah, that sounds right. And then it does this, so the flat 7, which is a C, and then the A7 comes out of nowhere because the A7 it wants to transition into a D, but instead it goes A7, and then it resolves up. And then that is actually a stepping stone to get to the B chord, which is the 4 of the new key, which is F sharp major, so. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like. So here, flat 7, secondary dominant, new key. And it sounds so crazy because it's like complete opposite of the key signature, right? I don't know. I just thought that was really, really cool. So it was that song. So I feel like that one's the most involved, but Umapyoe Densetsu also has this. So this is a completely different key from the chorus. So this is D major, I think. Suddenly G major. So it like drops a sharp. I don't know. I thought this was interesting. But it makes it feel like extremely positive, which is like, I feel like that can be used somewhere. So there was that, and then there's also Fua Fua Sonic by Metro Mew. Completely different vibe. But the verse is interesting because it's a vamp between A and G. So I think it's in the key of A and then C, like just doing 1 and flat 7. Whoops. And then it suddenly goes to the new key. I don't know, it just makes it feel so mystical. And I really like that. So it's not like the exact same in all 3 of those songs, but I felt like it was similar enough to study all 3 of them. But yeah, I haven't quite reached a solution on how to get to that new key exactly. But yeah. Yeah, Metro Mew. They're one of my favorites. I have no music theory knowledge at all. I cannot just process a chord without another to compare with. Yeah. That was something I struggled with a lot as well. So, I have perfect pitch, but perfect pitch doesn't tell you a chord. Like, it doesn't tell you the quality of a chord. Like, you can hear the root of the chord maybe, but hearing the quality of the chord, like major, minor, hearing the bass note, that's all stuff you have to develop. Thank you, Superchat.kami, thank you. My favorite rhythm game is dying around game centers in Japan, Ongeki. I'm wanting to branch into any others, or into others. Any suggestions? I trust your taste. Is Ongeki dying? Wait, it can't die yet. Please last until the next time I go to Japan at least. But, I don't know. I'm not really too into Sega games because they're just not available in the States. But if I could, I would play Ongeki and Trinithm. But I can't, so I don't. But, yeah, right now I'm just playing Samultex and 2DX. I was actually like thinking about going to play Samultex today, but for some reason there was a crash on one of the Bay Area bridges, so I couldn't drive. been removed in at least 5 game centers I go to in Osaka. Wait, you live in Osaka? There's someone else in chat who lives in Osaka. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it getting removed from anywhere though. But yeah, that's interesting. I guess like if you're into Sega games, or if you like the feel of Ongeki, you'll probably like the other Sega games. So like Chinadam, Mai Mai. I see, I see. Yeah, but I was started on Konami games because they licensed me. That's actually the only reason I play Sample Texas, because they licensed me. Oh my god, my nose is suddenly very stuffy, one sec. Okay, I blew my nose. I should drink some water. I've been talking for a very long time. Ongeki has always been considered a dead game, but I think with the new update it's been revived. And revived the melody. Yeah, I wish Sega games were available here in the States. But also I've been having a lot of fun with Konami games. I don't think I'll pick up any new ones anytime soon. Unless like suddenly they just bring Ongeki to every round 1 in the States and it's online or whatever. Wanna get the nameplate on Mai Mai where you have to play Mai Mai in all 47 prefectures of Japan? That's crazy. One of my friends has done a bunch of 2DX prefectures just for the achievement. Or the badge or whatever. Maybe they're selling off all the Ongeki machines we use in the States. Is it bad that I would be happy? I would be pretty happy. But yeah, as for non-arcade games, I've been having a lot of fun with DJ Max lately. I guess I've just been like on and off with DJ Max lately, but it's been fun again, so I like it. Other than DJ Max, I guess I don't play anything other than DJ Max. I mean I play Infinitas and Samultex Cloud, but like that doesn't count. But yeah, I love DJ Max. I really should check out like Easy to On, but I don't know. It's hard for me to play new things, I feel like. Motivated to do variant game, but they roll back the update. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know, because I wanted to go play sometime, but if it's rolled back, then I'll probably just play DJ Max at home. But yeah, I heard about all the rollbacks and stuff. I want to blame round 1. And like from what I've read online, it's probably round 1's fault anyways. Rhythm games are hard, true. Facts. I love thinking that, and then, like, when someone who has zero connection to rhythm games at all sees me play, they're like, oh my god, how are your hands moving so fast? And it's like, I am nowhere near, like, the best in the country or, like, whatever. I'm, like... I don't even want to, like... I'm probably not even, like, top 50 in the States or whatever. But yeah. It's funny hearing that. They're like, oh my god, do you, like, do competitions and stuff with this? And I'm like, no, I just play for fun. What are your thoughts on Mash VP9 that you're not being sponsored? I don't think I should say them publicly. I think within my lifetime I've converted 4 people into Mai-Maiism. I've played Mai before, but I kind of don't have interest getting into high level Mai. Cause I don't know, it's just so unlike everything else I played that it's just really hard to get used to. I mean, it's fun, like the stuff I can play comfortably, like the 10s and like 11s. Those are a lot of fun. Like anything from the 9 to 11 range, never forget, and they're very fun. But anything past that, like 11 plus, is like you basically have to just know how fast to slide things and whatnot. And it's like, I kind of get it, like there's stuff like that in sample text too. There's stuff like that in every rhythm game, but I don't know, for Mai it's just very hard to get used to. Yeah, it's definitely unique. It's a lot of fun. I think like all of the main games have their signature mechanic, which is really cool. Nostalgia, yes. I want to play more Nostalgia. I feel like if Nostalgia weren't dead, I would try to get good at it. Because the few times I have played Nostalgia, I've had so much fun. Trying to reach rainbow rating, but Ongeki is really hard. Yeah. Dang. I have no, like, comparison of what rainbow is like. But there are people that say it's harder than Imperial, and then there are some people that say it's easier than Imperial. But there are also, like, some people say Imperial is easier than Kaiden, which I don't think is the case. Yeah. Comes down to a matter of perspective. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, membership, Event Horizon. Thank you. Happy 39 months. Thank you, thank you. Fish of the Blue, that's me. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'll get into Samultics and grind to Imperial just to find out. Wanna say Rainbow's sorta equal to Imperial, but Chuden and Kaiden is harder than Imperial. I don't know, I've heard some people say like Imperial's in between Chuden and Kaiden. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's all just personal preference or personal difference, as we say in the rhythm game world. Is Chuden? No, Chuden is the second highest rank in, or the second highest Dan rating in 2DX. Yeah. I should get better at 2DX. I'm having fun playing 2DX, I think. I wouldn't say it's like, it's definitely not my main game at all. It's not even the game I play the most, but I think it's the game I'm improving at the most. But I don't know, I've kind of slowed down a bit. The 12 barrier is just very hard. Shion. Yes, new fish. I have green neon tetras now. So those are the ones without the red tail. CIEG, good night. Yeah, it's midnight over there, huh? I guess my fish tank light will start dimming soon. Highest on rank on my mind is Urakaiden. Wow, that is cool. I actually don't even know what Kaiden means, but I know what Ura means. See ya, good night. Just started 2DX, hand positions are weird. Yes, that is what kept me from 2DX for the longest time. Also key sounds. I can't play with key sounds because I try to match the sound, like I tried to match the song to the sound of the actual buttons being pressed. Which is a problem, like I should not be playing that way, but that's the only way I can time. Is I have to hear my button presses. So I play sound voltex with one earbud. Yeah. And I think that's also why I'm having so much trouble with what is it? Project Sekai, is the hit sounds are like there's no tactile button pressing sounds. Because it's just the sound of my fingers hitting the screen. So I can turn off sound effects. But also I would have to press like pretty hard. Or I would have to make the music like really quiet or whatever. But yeah. I have SFX set to 0. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that is bothered by them. But it's like, you hear two sounds, right? You hear the sound of your finger pressing the screen. And then you hear the sound effects. So yeah. I think if I had a tablet, I would go back to 0% and just listen to my taps. Because I don't think I can time using sound effects. How's your day been? I've had a pretty good day. So, for those that weren't there at the beginning, I went to go have coffee with my friend at this really bougie cafe. And I spent 20 bucks on a toast and a coffee. But other than spending way too much money, I had a pretty good day. Pretty good talks, pretty good coffee. Actually, okay, I want to talk about bougie coffee places for a bit. I think... Oh, chat crash, one sec. I think... Babe vibes, so true. I don't think coffee should taste floral. I don't think coffee should taste like pineapples and like whatever. I don't want that in my coffee. I want my coffee to taste like coffee, right? Like, the only notes I want in my coffee are like hazelnut, like maybe I like dark chocolate, I guess. I don't know. But like I don't think it should taste fruity or floral or whatever. I don't know. That's my problem with Bay Area coffee is it's too weird. Or it's like trying too hard not to be coffee. And for the coffee nerds that love that stuff, all power to you. But I don't care about all that. I just want my coffee. I want my Guatemala beans from Costco. And I want to have them in an iced Americano. No soy latte, whatever, like 2 pumps of whatever lavender. I don't want that. I just want water, ice, and espresso. That's all I need. Cuban coffee. I need to learn more about the coffee origins, but I found that I like Guatemala. Everything else I tried is not anywhere close to Guatemalan beans, so I'm just gonna have Guatemalan beans forever. Lavender and coffee is effed up. When I worked at the bakery, we had a menu item called a lavender mocha, and every time I made it, it smelled vile. And I was like, how does anyone drink this? And like, I've tried it before. It tastes exactly how it smells. It's vile. Most popular item on their menu. I don't understand. Like, I like the smell of lavender. I love chocolate. Lavender mocha? Get that thing away from me. Like, yeah. I don't know. Does that mean you drink it mainly black, or do you still do creamer or milk? Nope. No, I don't want my coffee any other color than black. Like Ethiopian coffee. Yes, I think that is my second favorite after Guatemala. Yeah, I don't want my coffee not tasting like coffee. So many people drink coffee to be like they drink coffee expecting a candy bar or something. Like, I don't want my coffee to be sweet. I want my coffee to taste like coffee. Yeah. How's the water lettuce doing? I actually removed like half of it because it was just too much. All the tiny ones are gone now. That's just the big boys with the long roots. But yeah, they're doing really well. They're getting really big. Did you eat it? I kind of want to pick a leaf off and eat it right now, but I will keep those intrusive thoughts to myself. Thoughts on boba? I do like boba. I like sweet drinks. I just don't like coffee that is sweet. Other than the dirty ube from Teaspoon. I'm still kind of sad they removed that. Personally, I'm also a black coffee person, but I'm also really picky on how the coffee bean tastes. I'm also kind of picky. I just don't want anything fancy. I want the beans to be good, but not like I don't want them to taste like extremely bitter or whatever. But I don't want them tasting like fruit. Can't handle dark roast. I see. I prefer like in between medium and dark, I think. Good beans but not bougie beans. Yes. Good beans taste like coffee. Bougie beans taste like not coffee. Wow, you can kind of see the... What is it? The fish tank light is dimmer now. You a fan of matcha? Yes, but I would never take it over coffee. I really like the strawberry matcha thing they have at Teaspoon. You'd enjoy the coffee culture here. They drink a lot and usually very vanilla. Vanilla as in they don't add anything to it, or vanilla as in it tastes like vanilla? Thank you, Gifted Kitty. Thank you. I appreciate it. As in they don't add anything. Ah, that's funny. Like, I don't know. You can see where I thought that because there's like that vanilla lattes and stuff. Near me, I have a roasting water. Do you ever think about collecting tea bottles? Tea bottles. Like, bottled tea. And I collect the bottles? I'm confused. But I don't drink a lot of tea. I do like tea though, but I'll mostly just drink coffee or water. Custom glass bottles. I have no idea. But I don't like owning things. Or I guess I don't like collecting things other than CDs. What do I collect? Fish? But I'm not much of a collector. Yeah, X-Clay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, I was pretty tired earlier, but I think now I'm fine. Whoa, what just happened? What's all the stuff floating around? Wait. I'm gonna check back on the VOD. Yeah, wait, what was that? I have no idea. Anyways, there's a bunch of gunk floating around in my fish tank now. Did you ever rewatch the Project Sekai movie? I was going to today, but the freaking bridge was like, it was an hour drive to get across the bridge to the one of two theaters that are showing it still here in the Bay. So yeah, I might try again tomorrow, maybe, see how I'm feeling. But I do want to watch it again because it's gonna go out of theaters soon. I think this weekend might be the last chance. Is it just me or do they seem bigger now? Maybe it's just me. They look like they grew. Like, since I brought them. They haven't eaten yet, though. Love the sound design in the movie. I'll have to pay attention to that. What do you feed the tetras? I feed them Hikari micro pellets. But I think I want to switch over to the Vibra Bites. Because apparently those are better. So I got a pack of Vibra Bites. And waiting for the micro pellets to run out in the auto feeder. And then I'll switch over. Is it true that the Sekai movie expects viewers to know the lore? I know nothing about Project Sekai, and I went to go watch it and I thought it was the best piece of media I've ever consumed in my life. So, take from that what you will. Really? Yes. I don't think it's objectively like the best movie ever, right? I don't think like the animation was like literally better than anything I've ever seen or anything. It's not like that, but the message was just very specific to me, and it's the only like movie I've watched where it like made me question my career. Like, or not question, but like think about my career more deeply. I thought you'd be clued into Proseka lore. I knew Mizu and but that was it. Like I knew they were like cute together, but other than that I had no idea anything about the lore. I didn't even know there were like different Sekais. Sorry, am I spoiling it? I think that's something you like learn like 5 minutes into playing the game, so I think it's fine. What's your favorite group? Nigel, I think. I also like Leonid. I think. I don't know. I don't know anything about the lore. Yeah, you don't need to know any lore at all to enjoy the movie. I agree. But yeah, now I want to get more into the story because I really connected with Kanade. And I want to get to know more about her. Because like, it's a girl who like forgets to eat because she spends too much time composing. Like, how can I not learn more about that? I don't think anyone other than me is more qualified to say me AF. Like, that's actually what I do on a daily basis. Shion, Shion. Neon Tetra. Yes. Green neons. Actually, I don't know why they're called green neons. I feel like they're just blue. Well, let me see. Without the filter. So, it's not actually this blue. It actually looks like this. Maybe a Japanese name. That was so true. That's funny. That's actually a really good joke. Oh my god. I love when they just like look straight into the camera. Switch blue and green. No, blue and green is the same color. They're just both green. It's the same in Korean as well. Well, I'm pretty sure I saw like etymology nerd or someone talk about this, where it's like different cultures grew up with different definitions of colors. So like in Japanese, like green and blue is considered one color, and then like in other cultures, like red and pink are considered the same color or whatever. Yeah, I think it's pretty common in East Asia. It's like that in Korean as well. Green and blue are the same word. Do they perceive them as the same color? Maybe if you're like 200 years old. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think anyone perceives them as the same color. Japanese has ao for blue and midori for green. I'm pretty sure you can use ao for green as well, because that's what you can do in Korean, at least. Yeah, but usually green is like the one that comes later, because we call it a blue light as well in Korean, but it's actually a green light. Green and blue in Korean. Green is 초록색 or 녹색, and blue is 파란색 or 푸른색. So we, like, a lot of older generation people will call, like, if you want to say like, hey, it's a green light, you should go. You would say like, 파란불이다. And then you go, like, but that what you're saying, like in literal terms, is that is a blue light. You should go. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder where the divergence happened. Maybe humans just unlocked more color. Does have a distinction, but it's only ever used when you're presented with both blue and green. I see. I feel like that's a bit more extreme than Japanese. Or, I guess Korean as well. But I don't know. If I were to see a green field of green grass, I would say the word for blue. Yeah. But if I were to see like a green like pen, and I wanted to say like, hey, pass me the green pen, I would say the word for green. But I don't know, maybe that's because blue pens can also exist, whereas like there's no like blue grass, well, other than the genre. I see, you already made the joke in chat. It's okay, I'll rip you off. Now we know where bluegrass comes from. Actually, there's a song I've been listening to a lot called Bluegrass. It's really, really good. It's by Minami. You want royalties? Well, welcome to the music industry. You won't get paid. Will you make bluegrass in your next EP? What is bluegrass? It's like, is it related to blues? I actually have no idea what it is. But I don't have an EP planned, only album. Think of Mumford and Sons. I have no idea what that is. Jazzy, folky blues. Sounds like something I won't like, I think. I don't like blues, which is crazy to say as a Berkeley student, but I guess that's why I dropped out. Wow, thank you! Thank you, Raid! Phoebe! Kon shion, everyone! Kon shion Raiders! Welcome, welcome. We're talking about language disparities while looking at fish. But thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good stream, Phoebe. Phoebe Hive buzzing in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Hope you had a great stream. Got some rest. Blues rock band got me oh yes, we were so for context, we were talking about our purpose in life, and then we were talking about how blue and green is considered the same color in a lot of East Asian languages. And now we're talking about bluegrass music. And I guess we're talking about blues now. So, very on brand. Always wonder about the blue and green thing. Yeah. What was said about your purpose in life? So, I was telling chat, I think my purpose in this life is to compose. And whether that goal is for me to like create a song that can save someone or whatever, I haven't fully decided on that yet, but I definitely think I was placed on this planet to compose. And yeah. And I was also talking about like I know I'm not like nearly that old, but like I should start thinking about marriage soon. And if I were to like get married to someone, I feel like I should find someone that like also has a purpose in life and like will not think of me as their number one priority. Sorry to go so deep on all the raiders, but the people I've dated in the past, they considered me their number one priority, which like of course I'm flattered, but there's a disparity because I would never consider another human being to be my number one priority because my purpose in life is so strong. Feel like your music has already healed people. Thank you. Yes, I would love to keep telling stories. We got a Yoisaki Kanade. Yes, that's what drew me into the Sekai movie in the first place, was like, she just like me for real. Like like I truly believe there are not many people in the world that can say that like more than me, or relate to her more than me. As someone who forgets to eat because they're busy composing. Yeah. I can see where you got your lone wolf timer from, yes. That was directly, I just stole that from the movie. let's also like Night Court in general is like they function exactly like how I would function. Oh my god, shrimps are like jumping around. That's crazy. Usually they just like attach themselves onto a leaf and never move. But yeah. If someone says I'm their #1 priority, it's a red flag. Okay, I don't know about red flag. Maybe. You're welcome, Bobas. But yeah, like, Night Court in general, like, first off, they make mostly EDM, right? But, they release music digitally, and it's all, like, self-released, right? And it's just like, that's what I do. I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me. I think it's nice to respect and value each other's independence. Not even that. I think I just want someone who will stand by me in order to achieve our goals together. I think I want to start a band. We're gonna save the school from shutting down. But anyways. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm having my quarter life crisis or third life crisis or whatever you want to call it. Bocchi the Rock arc. I don't like thinking about Bocchi the Rock because I'm a Bocchi that wants to be a Ryo. Okay. Can I say this? Is this wrong to say? This is a very hot take. I think if you okay, I'm really sorry. If your favorite character in Bocchi the Rock is Bocchi, I am not likely to be your friend. Is that insane to say? I think it's a little bit insane to say. But I can see the perspective of, oh, like, I relate to this person. She is anxious just like me for real. Okay, yeah, I get that. But if you're admiring it, I don't think it should be admired. I think you should strive for greatness. Yeah. Just like me, yes. Well, okay, well maybe I feel differently about it than most people. Well, okay, maybe some people will see me and they'll be like, I think anyone who watches the Project Sekai movie and says Kanade is the person they relate to the most, I think that's a red flag. And I would be like, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, relatable, but I think if you like make Bocchi your personality, I think it's a bit of a red flag. Or honestly, that goes with like any character. I think if you like kin a character, maybe I shouldn't say that on stream. Maybe if you like relate heavily to a character and theme your entire existence around that character, I think that is a red flag. Unless it's me, you should get a Synthion Ita bag. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't think there's anything wrong with liking a character, but it's just like it's a bit of a red flag for me. Don't say that word. Okay, I will not. But yeah, I think in my head I'm real, but in real life I'm probably Bochi. Unfortunate. I guess I don't want to. Like, maybe I dislike it so much because I see so much of myself in it. Like, it's kind of like how you don't want to, like, hear your own voice or whatever. I think it's just cringy, right? Like, listening to your own voice, like, in the same way that listening to your own voice is. Yeah. But I don't know, they also do say that, like, the character you like most is a reflection of yourself. I don't know. Maybe in someone's eyes I look like Ayase Yuka from Blue Archive. Also understand that people like a character because they think it's a representation. I feel like that's why most people like characters, no? I like Shinonome Ina from Project Sekai. What does it say about me? I think you're an Ina. Or maybe not entirely an Ina? I don't know. Like, okay. If my favorite character... Okay. I don't know. I have this dilemma a lot of like, do I like her or do I want to be her? Right? I think a lot of people see that. I'll own the drunk elder archetype. That'll be me in next year. Cheers, kanpai. I don't know how I ended up like this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I stayed away from drinking for the first few months of 2025. I guess I like proved to myself that I like don't have a drinking problem. But also getting drunk is fun. I think I'm a great drunk. I think people enjoy my presence when I'm drunk. So I don't think there's any reason to stray away from it. I will not be drinking tonight. Would you tell people to strive to become someone like you or avoid becoming like you in terms of like life experiences in the way Oji-san would try to level with you as a kid? Like me specifically? I don't think anyone should become like me. Please stay far away from me as possible in terms of becoming like me. You don't want to become a mental illness-ridden 24-year-old girl who has no college degree and is just kind of floating around in life. I don't think anyone should become like me. I don't think I should be admired actually. I think... Well, in the sense of like my... Like, in a vacuum, if you see 24-year-old, unemployed, freelancer, doesn't make enough to live where she lives, extremely, extremely mentally ill and anxious, and like, on paper, not very great. I'm not selling myself a lot. But if you admire the fact that I can, like, I don't know, have a purpose in life and, like, be true to myself when executing it, I think that's okay. Drink often because drinking turns brain off. Very true. I sometimes wonder what happens in the, like, you know those people that, like, tend to overthink when they drink? I sometimes wonder what goes on, because for me, I just stop thinking entirely. My filter is gone, and I just say whatever. Which usually is not a bad thing. In college and still floating around. That's okay. When you're in school... What is going on over there? I think those are like roots. But, anyways. Yeah, when you're in college, you can float around. It's an excuse to float around, honestly. Because if you're in college, you're actively working towards a goal. And that's still respected in society. I think a lot of people stay in school for their entire lives because it's so much of a safety blanket. They'll graduate their bachelor's, they'll get their master's, they'll get their PhD, and then they'll become a professor because... Not because they love school so much, or like education is their calling, but school is very comfy. It's an excuse to like be unemployed, right? Because you're still like... If someone's like, so what do? You can say, oh, I'm a student. And it's like, all your sins are forgiven. It's like, yeah, enjoy college while you can. But, yeah. I think if you're in school, it is a get out of jail free card. You can do whatever you want. As long as you're working hard in school. As an introvert, a bit of alcohol does help with socializing. Yes, when I get drunk, I don't have a filter, which allows me to go talk to people that I don't talk to normally. It also allows me to DJ and have fun while DJing, because I don't think I have fun while DJing sober. Low-key miss tweeting my shift is over at every 8 PM. I remember that. I love that with the Markiplier gif. School is not comfy until you want to go back. Sure, there are uncomfortable moments, but I guess you don't know how comfy it is until you're out of it. Well, I don't know. So, for those of you still in school, when you think about what to do after school, does it bother you? Is it uncomfortable to think about? Because if so, then that means school is comfy. I earned my bachelor's till 24 and didn't have a decent salary till 31. Yeah, I don't think... Honestly, on time is late these days. And if you're on time, you're early. for like graduating or whatever. For me, I was uncomfy because I was heading towards the wrong career. Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of people. They pick what they want to be when they in senior year of high school, and they follow that path for the rest of their lives. Introvert, and I drank once or twice during my birthday, but to be safe, I had a large cup of water next to me. Let's just say I have more years of experience drinking at age 24 than I should have. It is more than 3, which is illegal. Maybe I do have a drinking problem. Anyways. Yeah, I've had experiences, I think, which honestly helped me to drink more responsibly. Because I've had those fun nights of, you know, drinking till blackout drunk or whatever. I've had my moments. Now I can just... Now I know my limit and I can just enjoy normal drinking. I was a bit of a party girl in high school. College, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's still illegal, so what difference does it make, right? Please take care of yourself while drinking. Yes, I always do. I never get a hangover because I drink a lot of water. But honestly, the main thing that keeps me from drinking a lot these days is the calories. Alcohol has a lot of calories. Sake flight and the 20-ounce Sapporo large. Oh, I do like Sapporo. Okay, I have been like getting into beer because I feel like I hated beer when I first tried it, so I never drank beer ever. And then now I like beer. I don't know. Clean freak when it comes to my calories. Do you like do macros and stuff? Because I don't really think about that, but I do think about how many calories I consume because I want to lose a bit more weight. I want to try alcohol, but I'm worried about its effects on my body. I mean, there's a reason it's a legal drug. It's a legal drug. I said that too quickly. It is a legal drug. I think if you're on the right people, and if you never drink alone, you will never have any problem when drinking. The only problems happen when you're drinking alone, which I do sometimes. Yeah, I should stop doing that, but it's fun sometimes. Well, I guess, like, if you're doing it to have fun, then it's good. If you're doing it to avoid thinking about something, or, like, avoid doing something, then you should rethink. All I do is drink alone. I think drinking, like, with online friends doesn't count, though. Like, it doesn't count as being alone. So... yeah, if you can find the online drinking buddy, then I think it's justified. See ya, Kizu, my online drinking buddy. Yeah. If you do drink alone, I do think it's somewhat of a sign of a problem. Maybe. But honestly, there are bigger problems in my life. What if the call ends? Doesn't even have to be a call. Sometimes I feel like one time I just posted a picture of like someone like posted a picture of a drink on Twitter and then I just replied with my own. I don't know. Am I bending too many, like, am I cutting too many corners here? But I have bigger problems in my life than drinking. Yeah, let's just say that. I think I should stop a lot of other things before I stop drinking. Yogurt flavored drink milk is. That was actually really funny in the server. I don't think my sarcasm went through, or like my level of seriousness went through. But basically someone in my server was like, sent a picture of Milkus and said, it's Shion approved. And I said, wow, just because you think it's Korean means the Korean will approve. But in reality, I do like that drink. I think it's one of my top 5 favorite drinks. How much is a honey gourami in the US? I was actually looking for them. I think in the 1 week that it's been since I visited the aquarium store, I think they got sold out. But let me check my picture. I think you can see it on the label. Where'd it go? I thought I sent it in the server. $9 each, or 3 for $24. So they're not that expensive. Honestly, the green neons were more expensive than I thought they would be. It was 6 for $30. Kind of a lot, but it's okay, I'll just take good care of them, and they'll bring me more than $30 worth of joy. Oh wow, the light got dimmer again, I didn't realize. They're so peaceful. I can't believe it. Mainly because, like, my first experience with neons were just not great. So much aggression. So much talk about the Korean alcohol in front of the Korean, huh? You never learn. I'm joking. But yeah, I think I've yapped enough today. I mean, it's been almost like 3 hours, huh? Think I might call it here. Oh, thank you, Super Chat Scrims. Now there's no reason to hop by Gurami. I should have known. Thank you. I do think I may have overstocking problems if I get a Gurami, but I mean, my Tetras are getting old. Maybe if the neons, reach the end of their lifespan, I may consider it. Or if I upgrade to a bigger tank. But I don't know. I may have space issues with that. Looks alright for a 10-gallon. It's 11 Tetras and 2 shrimps though. And the gouramis take up a lot of tank stocking percent. At least from that calculator that everyone uses. Gouramis, like one gourami added like 10% or something. I was wrapping a gift for Mother's Day. Oh shoot, when is Mother's Day? Is that this weekend? Mother's Day. Oh my god, I don't want Mother's Day Wikipedia. Mother's Day 2025. May 11th. That is on Sunday, okay. I'll get some flowers delivered. It shouldn't be too late, right? I'll do that tomorrow. It's not a spicy question, but I was, oh my god, tell me. I'm not done yapping. I got a little left in the tank. Ask away. You know, I'm glad we don't have a Ask Me Anything channel in the Discord anymore, because now you guys save your questions for chatting streams. How would you raise your kids? That is a loaded question. I think I am somewhat of a stereotypical Asian parent, right? I think I want my parents, or I think I want my kids to be good at music. Not in the sense that I want to live vicariously through them, but I think they have so much potential if they learn from me, right? Like, I could start them off young. Like, younger than when I started even, so I don't know, they could live on to do great things as musicians. And even if they do nothing with music when they grow up, they'll still have that creative side of their brain unlocked. Kumon, that is child abuse. I will never send my kids to Kumon. But I would try and enrich my kids' life. I want to be there for my kids because my parents weren't there for me. I guess, like, I'm the stereotypical Gen Z Asian parent, right? I want to break the habits that happened earlier on in the genealogy. A wolf mom, exactly. I think I would be a good mom. Maybe. Maybe not right now. Maybe once I've settled. And well, okay, I definitely don't want to be a single parent, so that's one thing. I don't have Tiger Mom vibes. Yeah, I think I would be a pretty chill mom. I would really advocate for hobbies at least. I don't want my kid to be boring. Now we have one wall set of tank. Time for 3 more. So if I were to start a new tank, I would need to like get a second filter in here and like have it bacteriate a little bit. So I can get it cycled like super quick, right? Or maybe I can just take the stand from here, like just a little bit of the substrate to get started. 20-gallon long. That would be nice. I would love to have a 20-gallon long. Don't want to be the same as my parents. I feel like that's a lot of people in our generation, is they want to break away from the previous generations. Yeah. I think there's a lot my parents did right. I think there's even more my parents did wrong. So sorry mom if you're watching this. Well, she doesn't speak English, so it should be fine. How will you teach them Korean? I don't know, same way everyone else does. Exposure. But yeah, I would like my kids to be bilingual as well, because I am bilingual. Well, I'm more, but yeah. Deep lore, but there's a separate timeline where I would have been a dad to a 5-year-old. That's crazy. Like, imagine if you took that step, right? How different your life would be. I think if I took some steps, I could be in a really long-term relationship right now and maybe get married soon. But I'm glad I didn't take those steps. But yeah, sometimes I do think about like how different my life would be if I were to have made those decisions back in the day. You'll get married with your next album? Yeah, I will get married to Lone Wolf. Boss taught his kids multiple languages before they turned 3. I mean, I was bilingual by 3. I think I was bilingual by 2. I learned language really early as an infant. Yeah, I was a smart kid. I could have gone to I could have gone into STEM and made bank. I still think about that. Honestly, yeah, if I took some different steps, I would be in a master's program right about now. Learning multiple languages is such a cool thing and gives you so many routes in life. I agree. I think just like having the capability to learn a language unlocks so much in your brain. Like, most people struggle with learning their second language, right? But you don't hear anyone struggle with learning a fourth language, right? You think you could have done a STEM career with music on the side? Absolutely not. Even just having a part-time job was enough of a distraction from music where I didn't want to do it anymore because I was so focused on the task at hand, which is just clocking in and greeting customers. So, yeah. I don't think I would last doing music on the side. French has a lot of DLC. Je regrette, mais je ne pense que français a beaucoup de DLC. Je pense que français a... Comment dit-on limited? But yeah, I don't think French has a lot going for it. I took AP French. I don't think it's helped me a lot, but it at least told me I have the capability to learn another language. sister's more fluent in English than I was at her age. That's true. For a lot of like non-English speakers, like being terminally online may be a good thing. I don't know. Alright, I think it may be the end of today's Yap session. It's just about 3 hours now, right? I think I started at 7:30. All done wrapping. Oh, nice. For your Mother's Day gift. I thought you meant I was all done wrapping up. Because I did say that like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm glad I could hang out today. Maybe we should play some rhythm games tomorrow, because we didn't get to play games today. I don't know, maybe I should stop being lazy and work on music. I should stop running away from my commissions, but I love running away from my problems. Kampai. Like chill streams like this? Alright, we'll do it more often. I just gotta make sure to keep my tank well maintained so I can just turn on cam whenever I want. But honestly, I have a lot more motivation with these new green babies. I don't want to name them though, because I'll get sad when they die. Alright, I will be heading off then. Be sure to join the Discord over at discord.gg/Synthion. Pre-save Lone Wolf. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, but if not, next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific, as usual. Alright, bye-bye everyone. Thanks for watching. Alright, Fish, say bye-bye. Wave to the camera. Oh my god, they're actually coming. It's like they understand me. Okay, never mind. Okay, they're running away. Alright, bye-bye everyone. Shion, outro. Woo!